guys, welcome to Karen's Corner. Today I want to make a card with a layer on top of it that's shimmery. I don't know how to say that. I'm going to emboss it with clear powder. So I have this embossing powder and I have it in a container, so it's not very likely to tip over. Let's just say that. Never say never. And I want to use a stamp like this, a bold stamp. Now this is a very old one, it's from Magenta and I think it's 13 years old or something like that. So, but you can use any bold stamp you have. I like this one and I like this one. And I actually want to use, I think this one is too big. I also have a little one. I think I'm going to use this one. Okay, these three I'm going to use. But first I'm going to stamp this with Versamark ink. And that's what I'm going to use throughout the whole video. This is very sticky ink, and it's well, it's clear, so you can't really see what you're doing. Well, you can because it shimmers a little. That's a good thing because otherwise you couldn't really see what you were doing. So I'm gonna stamp these off the page a little. That's why I have this on my craft sheet, because otherwise I would be cleaning my sheet all the time. And one over here, like this. So you need to clean this really well because it stays sticky, but I'll do that later on. So now I have this, and this is very handy because normally, wait, let me see where I can hold it. I would go over it with a jar, but now I can just do this inside the box. Well, I hope. Just tap it off, and here you have a really nice a flower pattern. So now I'm gonna emboss this, and I want to use a clothing pack for that. Clothing pack, I don't know, a pin. And I'm gonna hold it like this because this is 10 by 10 centimeters, and if I hold it with my hand, I'm gonna burn my finger. From experience, I know that. So, well, this might take a while. Okay, now you can see the difference. Those flowers on top have been embossed and this one is still powder. But I'm gonna emboss it right now. So, this one is finished. And now I want to go over this with some pastel colors. Yeah, wait. Yeah, I might as well use my Oxide inks again. They're always over here, so they're very easy to pick up. I'm gonna use orange and yellow. These three colors, that'll look nice. I'm gonna start with the yellow. Oh. And I do have some of these over here. That's not really very pastel, but I like the colors. And some pink. Worn lipstick. This is fossilized amber. This is worn lipstick. And spiced marmalade. Ooh. Ooh, I love this combination. The orange and the yellow blend really well. I like that. And a bit more pink. Nice. And a little bit more orange. And then a little bit more yellow. Okay, I like it. So, which one goes where? So now I'm gonna take some kitchen roll and just go over this so that most of the ink goes off the flower, because this is embossed and it's really words are difficult today. How do you say that? You can't just wipe it off. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp on it with this one and this one. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So now I need colors, so I think I'm going to use, wait a minute. I can of course, I use this distress ink, well, Oxide Distress ink. I can of course do this. Let's just see. Oh, I like that. It's a nice effect. And now I want some big drops. Not too big, but just a few. Ah, that looks nice. I like it. It's a little bit too much. Okay. Okay, you have to drop them on your paper instead of getting them off your sheet, because then you get this. Of course you do. But now I have to dry this a bit. Like this. So now I can go over this with my stamps, and I thought I'd use this color, really bright, for this one. And then maybe this. I hope this one shows. Let's just see. Let's see what happens. I like the colors. Here we go. Oh, that's cute. So I'm just stamping right over that spot and over my flowers. And you know, I forgot to put a sheet under here. Oh well. And this one, this is really blue. Let's just see. Oh, I like it. I like it. So this is a very busy card. I mean, look at that. It's really poo. Really poo. Right. That one was a bit too much, but oh well. And actually I should have used Stays On or something like that. Because now what I want to do, I think I'm gonna wipe it off. I forgot. I need to use Memento or Stays On. That stays on. Because what I want to do now is put this under here again and go over it with my Versamark. And I just didn't realize that I would smudge everything. But I'm just gonna try. We'll see. Worst thing that can happen is well, then I have to throw it away because it's very ugly. Let's just see what happens. Well, it's not as bad as I thought. It's smudged a little, but oh well, that's okay. So I'll do this. Oh, I didn't tell you, of course. Now I want the whole card to be embossed. So look at this. So now I can put this on my craft sheet. That's the fun part about a craft sheet. It can withstand heat, so I can just put it down like this and just emboss it. So, it's still hot. Now you can see the difference. This part has not been embossed yet, and this part has. Look at how shimmery that is. So I'm gonna put my clothing pin on here and emboss the rest. Wow. Just look at this. Look how great that looks. And like I said, guys, you need to use Stays On ink, or anyways a permanent ink that stays on everything. Because I used normal ink, dye ink. It's smudged a little, but not that much that I think it's annoying, because I smudged everywhere. It's a nice pattern. Otherwise I would have done it again, but I still like this card, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. For now, I'm going to go over it again. Oops, sorry. With my Versamark. And wait, let me just do this first. So now I'm gonna get another layer. Over this layer. Like this. Okay, so I'm gonna emboss this again. Oh, that's bloody hot. Okay. Let's see if I have everything. If you think you missed a bit, then you just dip it in and look what happens. I can do another layer just by put it over this layer because it's still a bit, well, not everywhere, but a bit wet. Okay guys, look how great that looks. It's really shimmery and it looks like you just put a big layer of glaze over it. And this is just 3 layers. I think that I do 3 layers of embossing powder, clear embossing powder, just normal clear embossing powder. But there is also ultra thick embossing powder, and then you just need to do this once or twice and it's finished. And then you have a real thick layer, even better than this. And with that you can push your stamp in it when it's hot, and then you get an imprint. I think I'll do a video about that in a few weeks because that's really fun, but I have to see if I can find my ultra thick ink. Embossing powder. You can do it with normal embossing powder, but then you need to do 6 or 7 layers. And I just don't wanna. So I'll do another video about that soon because it's really fun to do. You can put little shimmery things in there. Over here's a little shimmery thing. I don't know what it is, but it got stuck in there. It's really fun to work with little, how do you say that, little flakes. I'll show you later on in another video because that's fun to do as well. I forgot I did that years and years ago. So first I'm going to close this because who's to say I can't tip this over. Anyway. So now I want to make a card and I really love this color. It's Flirty Flamingo. It's from stampin'Up, and I have this one or this one. This one is the right color, but I think this one will be nice. Oh well, we'll just see. Let's start off with this one. Wait, let me just put it over here. I can do this. You know what? Don't overthink it. You know my motto this year. So I'm just going to start with this one. And where is my double-sided tape? I'm going to use my strong tape again because this one wants to stay like that. That's when you emboss it, but oh well. And this is really great. This is by stampin'Up, and it's really strong. So you have to be aware that if you stick it down on your paper, you can't get it off again. It stays where it is. And a little bit in the middle. It's all over me. Oh boy, this is kind of creepy stuff because I can't get it off my hands. How am I going to do that? Just get them all. It's so static. So I'm going to put them in my basket and put them down. Ha! Got them all. Oh! It's stuck underneath. Okay, so I'm just going to stick it on here. I don't think I have every bit of... it's not really embossed everywhere. Hope that still works. It was still a bit powdery. Boy. So let's just hope that the glue can stand this. Why didn't I emboss it all the way? I need new glasses. So now I'm going to cut a little border around it, if that's how you say that. Make a little border. So I'm going to make a card that's, this one is 10 by 10, I want to make this 12 by 12. So that's 12. I hope I'm gonna do that okay. 12 by 24. It's not on here, you know what, I'm just gonna do this. I often don't have the patience to measure it the way I want it. So what I do is just cut it off at 12 centimeters like this. Le voilà. So now I have this. Oh, that looks really nice. And you know what? I can put some white under here, but I like this actually. I wanted to put a little stripe of white, but I'm gonna leave it like this because I like it. Now one thing I can do, because I always think that this needs something, the pink. Of course I can sponge, because you know I love to do that. I didn't do that on this card. But I can also use my VersaFine again. And I'm gonna take a new sheet. Where did I... Versamark, sorry. So I've got my Versamark, and I think I want to use this stamp, but I need to clean it first. So let's hope this is clean. Well, clean enough, I think. So I'm just gonna stamp over here. You see how sticky it is. It just and I'm gonna turn it around every time I stamp, because otherwise everything will look the same. Well, like this. So when you put this over here, you'll just have something on the background, and you don't see it from a distance, but when you look really closely you can see it. And I love that about Versamark. It's just that when you stamp on a piece of paper, it takes on the color, but just a little bit darker. It's a watermark. And I love this ink so much. You can use it for this, and you can use it to emboss with, and it's just amazing stuff. So let's put this one on my card, and I think I'm gonna use the normal one. Okay. So now what's up and what's down? You know, it really doesn't matter. I'll just put it right in the middle. Et le voilà! Look how great that looks! I love it! So I can do something else with it. I can put a little bread on here or something like that, but I think this one is cute enough. Maybe I can put a text on here. I'm not sure if I want to. No, you know what? I like it the way it is. I'm not gonna do that. I do want to put something inside. Wait a minute. Okay, I want to put this stamp inside, and it says groetjes. You know, groetjes from Holland. Greetings. I haven't used it a lot because it was very dusty. Okay, now I can emboss it, but I think that'll take the embossing part, that idea, away from here. So I'm just gonna stamp it with, I don't know, blue or black, I don't know. Well, blue it is. Oh boy. Wait. I always find that a bit creepy to do, because you can ruin the whole card by doing it a bit crooked, but look, that looks great. So you have this beautiful flowery card with that's really shimmery and shiny, and I really love it. And I don't really mind all these smudges. It's because it's everywhere, but again guys, use StazOn or ink like that. That won't smudge. And I love the oxide effect of the little drops inside. I'm gonna use that more often as a background. So I hope you liked the video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would love a thumbs up, and leave a comment below if you have ever done this before, because I did this, I think 10-15 years ago. It was all the rage, and I haven't done this, well, since. So I really love this. And would you like me to use the ultra thick embossing ink and then put some stuff, shimmery stuff inside the layers? Just let me know. If you'd like to see more of my videos, then just hit the subscribe button, and all that's left to say is groetjes from Holland. Bye!